Welcome to Tel Hy. It is Wednesday, January 6, 2021. Tel Hy has a little bit more than a mile of trails. It's another acres preserve. So I'm not going to record the whole hike, and parts of the hike, right, like here near the parking lot, aren't very exciting. So this will be an edited video where I'll show you a couple of things. I do want to show right here, though, you see this line of trees. These are Osage orange trees. Anyway, so there's a couple places here where we've got some steep climbs where we go down to Wabash River, and a few other sites along the way. So I'll be cutting in and out with this recording. Okay, a couple things going on. We've got some geese flying. I don't know if you can hear them. Bunch of geese flying overhead, but then also here, and they're kind of loud. I don't know if you can hear them. I can hear them. But here we also have some scat. Now, I know some of you might not be as excited to look at this, but if you look here, it looks like there's some fur in this scat. Some brown fur. So I'm going to guess that this is from a coyote, a fox. I don't know what other kind of predator we'd have, but most likely it ate a rabbit or maybe a squirrel. But there's definitely some brown fur in that scat. So a coyote or a fox. Have a hard time thinking of another animal that might be around here that would have eaten a squirrel or a rabbit. I mean, maybe a bird of some sort, but that's not bird scat. Anyway, back to the hike. So if you look here, we've got some thorny red shoots, purplish reddish shoots, and they've got a little bit of a powdery on them, which might make you think raspberries. That'd be a good guess, right? Round purplish shoots with powder on them might be raspberries. And what we have is related to raspberries, but it's not actually a raspberry. And the way that I can tell is if you look here with the fruit, that fruit is definitely not a raspberry fruit. So this is multiflora rose, which raspberries are related. They're in the rose family. So there's no surprise that they look similar. Raspberries, blackberries, a couple other things are in the rose family. But multiflora rose, not something you want in your property necessarily. It's Asian. It can be invasive. You know, if you look around here, it gets a little hard in the winter to tell what is blackberry, raspberry, or multiflora rose. But a lot of this here is multiflora rose. And it's not uncommon to get them confused, but I thought I would point that out and onward with the hike. I know some of you probably not as excited, but got some more scat here. Again, there's definite hair in that. So we have a predator around. I don't know if it's a fox, if it's a wolf, probably not a wolf. If it's a coyote, maybe just a dog, but I've seen similar scat. This is about the fourth pile I have found on this trail, which tells me that there's some sort of animal or a pack of animals here that are hunting along this trail, trying to find rabbits and squirrels, mice, whatever they can find. But there's definitely a predator out there. Again, I can't find any tracks to be able to figure out if it's a wolf, coyote, or dog. because the trail right here is pretty grassy, not leaving good footprints here. But there's a muddy spot right up here, so let's look and see if we see any tracks in the mud. I don't see any tracks in the mud here. Not seeing any footprints. So probably not going to be able to. We're going to take this trip down the side of the hill here, and you'll come with me. See some beech trees here. This is a little bit tricky. Looks like somebody in front of me took a little slide there at part of this, so I'm going to pay attention to that and know that it's slippery right there and try to avoid that spot, right? So I have a head mount for the camera for my GoPro, but I don't use it, right? I thought I would use it, but my problem is that I move my head too much. And that's intentional, because as you're hiking, you want to be looking at the trail, right? So back there where I saw where somebody had slid, to know not to step there. But if you spend your whole time looking down, then you miss the amazing views like we have right here. All right, so just take a little bit of time to slowly pan back and forth. Right, so you want to be looking to your sides so you see this. You also want to be looking up. You know, if you're not looking up, there might be a bald eagle above you that you'll miss. So my problem with the head mount is that I think it'll just give you motion sickness, because I just constantly moving my head. Look at the trail, look at the view, look up, right, and just keep moving. Okay, so this is muddy right here underneath the leaves, under my feet here. So hopefully I won't, but there's a chance that you're gonna see me here on video taking a little bit of a slide. What I am doing is looking at the trail and seeing where other people have already slid, and knowing that I want to avoid those spots. Oh, that was, ooh, okay, I made it. It's a little hard to avoid the slippery spot there, but we got it. Okay, so coming along, I'm actually taking a little bit of a gamble, but I think the water's down low enough that this trail is not going to be flooded, but there is a possibility of this trail being flooded. So again, I'm slowing down here because I see a lot of slips in the mud. So I'm gonna try to take this carefully. Judging by the slips here in the mud, there's no leaves over it. They've got clean, sharp lines. I'm guessing that whoever was here, and they were not having a good day. They were sliding all over the place. But I'm guessing that they were probably here maybe this morning or yesterday. Because those are some real clean edges on those footprints. So, oh, it is really slick right here. I can see whoever was here before me sliding all over the place. And so I know to go really slow through this part. Make sure I don't slide. I'm not seeing where the other person fell. So whoever came through here, I don't think they fell, but man, they took a really long slide right here. If they didn't fall, that's impressive. That's about a 3-4 foot slide they took over there. Okay. There's a bit of a slide. If you anticipate and know that you're likely going to slide, it's hard to describe how to do this, but you can, if you prepare for it and just know that it's coming, you can kind of adjust your body, and it makes it less likely that you'll fall. I don't know, I can't describe how I do it. It's just I know that I'm going to slide, and so I just get ready and kind of adjust my body as I'm sliding, and it generally keeps me from falling. Okay, well, almost made it to the bottom. Just a little bit more, and then we'll be at the bottom here. That's some nice views of this crevice. Wabash River here. Okay, we'll pick this back up in a little bit. I'm not going to show it on camera. I took a picture, which maybe I'll post, maybe I won't post, but remember when I was looking at the scat and we saw brown hair? And I was thinking rabbit or squirrel. Well, I think I found the source of the hair. Pretty sure we have a small buck that got taken down by something. And it's quite possible that that brown hair in the scat was deer hair. So I was hiking, I almost walked past it. But if you look here, see all the white dots on the ground. And I thought, you know, it didn't catch my eye. There's snow out, and I thought it might be snow. But then as I was going by, I noticed it's not snow. It is bird poop, or actually bird urine, more likely. Birds mix their poop and urine together. Poop and pee get mixed together. And the white stuff you see is generally their urine. Some actual poop there on that leaf. So a whole bunch of it right here. Looking up, I don't see a nest, but what I do see, a couple tall sycamore trees, and it's quite possible, I'm not guaranteeing this, but it's quite possible that this is bald eagle poop. So bald eagle probably up in that sycamore tree, and just had to go, and well, there's videos on the internet of bald eagles pooping. It's probably not what you expect from a bird pooping, and so this is a pretty good chance that a bald eagle was up in this sycamore tree and just had to go. And this is what we see here. Okay, so you saw me on my way down as I walked along the river for, I don't know, maybe 100, 150 yards. Now we'll take the hike up. So on this side there are some stairs. Sometimes though the stairs are worse than not having stairs. I'm gonna stop here. We're gonna explore this little fungus right here. Something there. Let me get out my phone and see if we can identify this fungus using my phone here. Okay. So I use this app called Seek by iNaturalist, and we'll see what it can tell me. So it knows it's a gilled mushroom. Sometimes you got to get underneath the mushrooms for it to be able to. I can't get a good view underneath them. Oh, there we go. Huh. Oh, that picture was not good. We're gonna try this one again. Okay, choose the new photo there. Let's find out. The name there, luminescent Pinellus, bitter oyster. Huh. I don't know why it's called luminescent. It makes me think that it would glow or something, but I'm gonna have to read more about that later. Anyway, okay. Pick up my stuff. See some tracks here on this log. Most likely squirrel, but it looks like there's some looks like there might be possum. Looks like there might be some possum tracks on there as well. Would not be surprising. I'm sure there's plenty of possum out here. There's a book I have, and the name escapes me right now, but I did a review of it on my website where it looks at animal tracks and scat. Oh, you didn't get that, but there's an unmistakable scent of a skunk that just blew through. It's faint, but as the wind blows through and as the wind picks up, the scent of the skunk picks up when the wind dies down. So I don't think it's close to me, but there's some skunk scent coming from that direction, coming from the west. Anyway, this book I reviewed, it's a I don't know if you heard that duck. Duck out there. There's a crow calling, but I heard a duck there too. A lot of fungus growing here on these dead trees. I am not very good with fungus, so I use my phone to figure that out. Here's a neat looking tree on the trail there with this big old burl. Anyway, this book I have about tracks and scat of the Midwest. I got it at a used bookstore. I only paid a couple bucks for it, but it's small, fit in your pocket. I didn't bring it with me, but it's a good read. You can look at it on my website where I review some books. Okay, making our way up here. It's a little slippery. The steps help a little bit, but not perfect. Anyway, okay, so we're almost to the top, and we'll see what else I see. Okay, we're gonna do a little side loop here on the trail. Looking at the map, I don't know how well you can see this, but this little loop right here. If you can see the floor, the ground here, you'll notice the leaves are not as treaded on. So not many people do this part of the trail. I like it because there's what used to be a picnic area here. I had picnic table, benches, fire pit. Fire pit here, picnic table and benches. But yeah, so it's just a small little loop. Not many people take it. In the winter, because there aren't leaves on the trees, well, except some of the beech trees, there aren't many leaves. You can see pretty much everywhere. Kind of a nice view in that direction. To the north there, Wabash River down there, but just take this little loop that often gets overlooked by people. Anyway, I think this will be the end of my video here for Tel Hy, because I'm almost done. I just gotta walk back to the car, the parking lot, past all the piles of scat. You probably are tired of hearing about scat right now, so I think this will be the end of this video. But thanks for taking a hike with me.